You are invited to Africa Expo Malaysia 2022, a historic event bringing together the two largest continents in the world, Africa and Asia. The event will be held at the World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia from the 15th to 17th of July this year. Africa Expo is the first ever business-to-business trade show dedicated to African business owners and business professionals to showcase their products to Malaysia, the gateway opportunity to the Asian market. Organized by My Events International, this event will bring together the world's biggest market, providing an endless opportunities. Experience the wonder of Africa in Asia through Malaysia.
I want to be so ambitious that we can invite all the 54 countries because there is only 18 embassies, diplomats are there in Malaysia. So we don't want to be too ambitious that we can call or invite all the 54 countries because we know there are a lot of issues are there in terms of SOPs still are there. So we need to understand that some countries are still recovering from the economic part and everything. So. Do we have a presentation? So I'll just run a quick glance of the presentation. This event is called Africa Expo 2022. It's going to be organized in Malaysia, World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur, from 15 to 17 July 2022. This event was planned in 2019 when we were, we went and met the Kenyan ambassador, His Excellency Francis Umoru, and I shared an idea about reorganizing such an event. He did get some advice and some, heads up on how we want to do this. Unfortunately, pandemic came and, rest is history, as everyone knows. But I think, sometimes we will plan something, but the God will have another planning. I think if we organize this event in 2019, I don't think so we would have had an impact of what we are having now. A lot of countries are looking at a venue where they can, find for a new market for them to bring their products or even for investors to come into the country. So with Malaysia, of course, the government of the day is actually the Prime Minister's plan for some 4 major areas that we want to focus on. Our way is the economic recovery. So the government is actually helping a lot of companies to go out of the country to venture and look for new market and new business venture together. So the introduction as a global platform, the event is expected to be the largest of its kind going to be held in Malaysia. I think one of the biggest Africa-Malaysia bilateral, I would say, seminars or conference took place when the then Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir, who was a very close friend of the former, Excellency Nelson Mandela. They organized an event in 1994-95, but after that there was no strong bilateral, I would say, trade events or conferences that took place where it involved a lot of Africa nations. This event is to promote bilateral trade between African and Asian countries. And of course, we have targeted 54. And Kuala Lumpur is one of the major business hubs in Asia, and it's an easy access to ASEAN countries and Asia Pacific altogether. It's also an opportunity for African products to be made available at this region. I think 75% of Asia products are in Africa, but when you look back on the riverside, only 25% are there in the Asian market. So probably it could be a way for Africa to look for new business venture. It will allow the industry players to open up new market, as there are 48 countries in Asia, and it will also going to encourage a two-way trade bilateral between 2 continents. And it's going to encourage a lot of partnership and investment for these trade event that we are looking at. So the fact sheet, as I already mentioned, Africa Expo, 15 to 17 July, World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur, previously known as Putra World Trade Center. And it's a trade fair, with 3 days trade fair, 2 days conference, and the last day gala dinner award. Our target is about 150 booths, 60% from Asia and Malaysia, and 40% from Africa. Targeted delegates of 500 packs from all over the world. The targeted trade visitors by 10,000 from local and also from international players. At the same time, one of the elements that we have brought in this trade fair is that we do not want to stop at just giving the opportunity for exhibitors to come and exhibit their product, or you have a B2B meetings, or even to raise awareness and strengthen brands and highly targeted business leads, and as I mentioned earlier, hardly any presence of Africa products in Asia, while 1/3 of Africa exports are Asia actually. And as we are focusing on trade, we are also encouraging the government also to participate in this trade event. So, like I mentioned, Botswana is going to be led by its president on a big delegation. So we're going to get an engagement with our ministry, relevant ministry, to host them. So who should visit? Of course, the government officials and agents, importers, exporters, wholesalers, distributors, manufacturers and trade associations and chamber of commerce. And as I mentioned earlier, why we encourage for clients to participate is you will meet quality investors if you're looking at invite investors from the other part of the country. You can explore new market if you have a local product ready to export. You have an audience with the right target market, a gathering of 2 large continents, the globe, and to be connected to the delegates of the Asian countries. We are working closely with the ASEAN countries because the Malaysian External Trade Development Corporation is supporting this event. In that sense, they have invited all the ASEAN countries to be part of this event. And it's also an opportunity for investment and partnership to take place during this trade event. As I mentioned, the conference CEO Summit will allow the movers and shakers of business partners to meet at one place. So targeted sectors is not it's across all the industries and sectors. It's not a particular sectors of industry, as we are looking at agriculture, banking, all those new technologies, cosmetics, all it is. Gems mining, halal sectors, F&B, tourism, missionaries is going to be there during the trade event. So those are the 18 embassies which is in there in Malaysia. We have been to all of them, and especially the African embassies in Malaysia, they have Africa head of missions. So currently the Somalia ambassador is the dean of the head of mission, and he has given his support for this event. So those are the targeted countries. I think I've already mentioned earlier. Why Malaysia? Of course, strategic location, systematic and government incentives are there a lot, skilled workforce, ease of doing business. Political stability, yes, if some of you are reading the news, we are not there, but we are trying, hopefully the next election will have a very stable government. Why Malaysia? Of course, strategic location is, I've already mentioned that, but the national resources that we have. So these are the floor plan, as you can see, for 150 booths. Why it's colored is some of the agencies, ministries, they have taken a pavilion where they're going to exhibit their product. So from Malaysia, the Ministry of Plantation Industry has taken a pavilion, and they're going to exhibit their 6 elements under their ministry, which is palm oil, rubber, timber, cocoa, pepper, and canna. It's going to be there. So I think these are the details that we already shared with all the players, the exhibition details, the pricing and the booths and everything. I think there's no any hidden cost. What we are showing here is what you pay, and of course, it's excluding the etiquette and your logistics and everything. Okay, this is not relevant because it's more for our local sponsorship. So that's Africa Expo for you all, and maybe if you have any questions after this, you can also ask, because that's why we are here. And we're supposed to go on a series of traveling, but unfortunately Eid and the fasting month has stopped us. But after the Eid celebration, definitely we're going to move to more countries and engage in this kind of session, so that we can get some feedback and move forward. But the good thing is we are on the right track for this event, especially with the countries, some of the countries that I mentioned. They have already shown their interest in the coming into the event. Now, since we are here, we want to run through a quick event that's also taking place during this, close to the Africa Expo. It's called the Malaysia Agri-Commodity Expo, International Agri-Commodity Expo and Summit. This is going to take place 1 week after the Africa Expo. This actually is a targeted sector, which means anybody in the industry or sector of palm oil, timber, rubber, canna, pepper, cocoa, then they can join in this particular event. This event actually is being organized by the Malaysia Ministry of Plantation, Industry and Commodity. As what you're seeing here, the concept paper was conceptualized by us. The content belongs to us. And the ministry has been going aggressive in promoting this event. They have actually gone to more than 8 countries, and they've gone to Bangladesh, they've gone to Qatar, Dubai, Pakistan, and they're going to move to Africa soon. So since we are here and since we are the secretariat, so we just wanted to show you all the event that we have. So I think I just leave it here because I don't want to take more of your time. I think you have been waiting so long. Once again, I apologize to all of you, and if you have any question, probably you can ask us. Of course, my CEO, Madam Emma, is here. Probably we can answer your queries if there is, and also allow the gentleman here from the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, the county CEOs, also to have a few words. And maybe I invite my CEO to have just a few words before we allow to the gentleman. Thank you very much.
So as the boss comes on board, we are live on YouTube, so maybe the CEOs can share in their groups. You can share out there so that people can be able to participate in this. We are keen on time, so don't worry. We'll ensure we conclude in good time. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, David. Mr. Samuel Matonda, CEO of KNCCI. Mr. Patrick Nyangwaso, did I pronounce it correctly? Nyangweso. Mr. Jafnet Ogutu, CEO of Kajiado County, and the chairman of Kajiado County, Mr. Duncan Kim Tankwa. Welcome. Karibuni, everyone. Did I say it correctly? Build relationships and friends from the other African nation. So it's not just Malaysia or Asia or Indonesia. It can be from your fellow African friends. Also, that's very important. So we are extremely fortunate, that we are able to collaborate this with KNCCI. I would like to urge all of you, because I believe that this event is going to grow bigger. Would like KNCCI to be part of our growth. You know, we had a very good and fruitful meeting today. Many Asian companies still feels that Africa is still underexplored by many of them. They know Africa is going to be the next giant after China. We all know that. But they are extremely skeptical. They are afraid to jump into business because lack of confidence, credibility, trust issues. So that's why with this gathering, you get to make friends. Once you're friends, you gain trust, you build the confidence, then business can start, right? So therefore, I would like to not take a lot of your time. Please join us in Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Tonight we can clap again. Thank you so much. There are one or two who are going to have prepared speeches, very brief ones. But before then, CEO Bwana Matoda, you want to come and greet your purpose?
Good evening. Good evening. I'll be brief because of the time, but I want to say that Shammah and your colleagues from Malaysia, you came to the office and we've been having discussions, and this is just a start of collaboration that has been started by our superiors and our predecessors earlier. Especially because of the South-South cooperation. The South-South cooperation is here with us, and it is indeed in anticipation that the African Free Continental Trade Area, which is now open and live, will take advantage of the 1.3, 1.4 billion markets in Africa, as we also look at the 4 billion markets in the large Asia. When you see the Kenyans, the members of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry that are here, is a confirmation that yes, we are eager to go and visit our former twin brothers, the country, because we know that at one point, Kenya and Malaysia were at par when it comes to economic development. But then, as we know now, you're way ahead. And our interaction, and it's good that you've mentioned that Africa is the next frontier. That's just to confirm that yes, this event is very important, and we will organize more of this. We'll assure you our utmost support. And I noted in the preparation that there is going to be awards for the best business people in different sectors and different areas. I also saw something to do with the CEO Summit, whereby we'll have experiences of what the other CEOs have done best in the areas to make the companies grow from micro and small enterprises.
As the African Regional Director for my Events Africa, Emma the Global CEO, my Chairman for Kajiado, Mr. Duncan. When you see Duncan here, it means this is a very serious session. Sometimes when we organize a national governing council, Duncan will tell me, at my age, I can't spend more than 6 hours at a place because I'm competing with the time to make resources available for my age. So Duncan, karibu sana. Then Japhet, the CEO of Kajiado. Mr. Matonda, allow me to recognize the secretariat who are here. Where is Frederick? There is a reason why you are doing that. Frederick is our trade facilitation officer who will be able to open for you ways if you have issues of visa. But for visas, we have been told be free. Madam Kennedy, that is true. Free visa. You will not be charged anything. Then I have Sakina, Asma. Sakina, just wave to them. Why you are not? You know, this is the place where to sell yourself also. Huh? Yes, Sakina is the young one. Then I have Lisa's left. Oh, it's on a call. Now, why I was doing that is that you need to know the people you need to engage with. I appreciate Peter. Peter Mutinda has been very instrumental. Madam Kelly, you have a young and a vibrant and strategic leader. He has been approaching us. I've been giving him sleepless nights because I told him we cannot engage Kenyan business if we don't see the lead team of My Event Africa who are taking them to Malaysia. This evening we are very happy as KCCI. We are confirming that the team is here to participate in Kuala Lumpur on 15th to 17th of July. As KCCI, as my CEO has put it, we are here to support you to expand on your export market. If somebody tells you that they are going to give you opportunity after the COVID shock, where they are going to offer even harmonized rates so that you can be able to go and showcase your products, I think we need to give a big coffee to Malaysia team, My Events. What we want to do, ladies and gentlemen, we need to prove ourselves. Asia is a big market. And before we think of trading with Botswana and even Zambia, you need to borrow the best practices. Why most SMEs in Kenya are struggling to access to the global market is that our specification in the global world is still not yet met. Expos gives you opportunity to understand how to do even product development, how to package your products, how do you even talk to your customers. I am not here to take you through the principles of Expos. I hope you will get a consultant, Madam Kelly, to take our team through during the briefing before they take a flight. Another thing we were able to negotiate on all the Kenyan business people as KCCI this evening, that we really want to see harmonized rates when it comes to airlines rates. Makofi to the team. Hii mambo kucharge watu pesa mingi sana than what you are going to showcase in Malaysia is nonsense. If you carry goods worth maybe 2 million or 1.5, of course you're not going to sell, you are going to, that's why it is called Expo. Then you want to spend 3 times that. It doesn't make any sense. So we really want what we agreed with them, and Thailand, I don't know that Thailand is still listening to us, is what we call return on investment, ROI. So if you are here, ladies and gentlemen, let us be the ambassadors for this mission. We'll be able to support you. We are extending our thank you so much. Lastly, I really want to appreciate all of you. With the devolution, we'll still support you. We have developed a very good framework with my brother Matonda. Between now up to December, businesses do not sleep because even after elections, you still need something in your pocket. We are still going to engage government to support the small and medium enterprises. You know very well that SME credit guarantee scheme is now live.
In that line. I want to move on swiftly. Bwana Chairman from Kajiado, kuja utusalimia. Kajiado, Chairman in the house. Nataka makofi.
Thank you very much. I would like to take this chance just to say hi to everybody. Good evening. Hello. Just say hi to your neighbor. Hi. Habari ya jioni. Thank you. Mr. Tangwa, Mr. Ole Tangwa Duncan from Kajiado. I'm the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and I'm very happy to be the chairman, and also I'm very happy to be the member of the Chamber of Commerce, and also to be one of the National Governing Council of the Chamber in Kenya. Thank you because of this wonderful event, or this dinner that has been planned by my event with people of Malaysia. People of Malaysia, you're most welcome to Kenya. Feel free, feel that you are at the right place. This is Kenya, na hakuna matata. You know, when you go to other countries, most of the time they like saying Kenya, hakuna matata. Yeah, there's no trouble in Kenya. It's just a very good country whereby everybody admire to come and do business. So we are very much happy to have this dinner this evening, and I'm also happy to see a lot of people here. At least there's so many members who have at least attended this dinner. It's good. And I know I have some people from Kajiado also. Where is my team from Kajiado? I have one of the senior director here, Nelson Lelina. Just that. Nelson Lelina, we work with him. He's a good man, and he's also a businessman. And I've seen, okay, there's also someone who works in our office. Okay, Mr.
We try to really make sure that we...
Kenya National Chamber of Commerce has been at the forefront in to be able to take business people to different countries, to engage with different countries, and also to tap into the international markets. And as Kajiado Chamber of
dealing with the honey value chain, we have Terry and Co Associates. It's right there. We have Valiant Well Builders. Right there is an exporter of fresh produce. Detail International. Masharia. Right at the back. So, and I think we will be having others who are also on their way coming, because this is an opportunity that they really value. What I would want to tell everybody is that the way business has been done before is no longer the same. And it's always good that we need to be very creative and we need to be innovative in terms of the way we brand our businesses and how we look for new markets. Because mostly what people have done, we have always concentrated on the market itself. Like right now, I'm happy to note that with the Shammah from the tea factory. This tea factory, they now and search for new markets. And I'm happy to also note that in Malaysia, you don't consume Kenyan tea. Because in Malaysia, they don't consume Kenyan tea. So we're also going to look for a way on how our tea will venture into that market. Our coffee also people who are also, as much as we export, we also have exporters within us here.
Is going to be how my products going to be accepted. You can always test the market. Come as a delegate. Here again, we would like to encourage you to come under one country. That is why we are putting all of you in one. You can, by all means, you can book your own flights. You can book your own hotels. We are not stopping you from doing that. But the thing is, because we have official hotels, so we can get better rates, and we can, we can pick you up, fetch you. So there will be transport provided. We'll fetch you from the airport right to the hotel. Then you get, and daily there is shuttle for you to shuttle from the hotel to the exhibition venue and back. So reason why we are putting all this in the package. So it is you and it is us as organizers, because we not only having Kenya coming, we have other countries putting a strict. I know some of you may. How many of you have been to Kuala Lumpur? I see a few of you. Are you there for business? Yeah, that's good. So you know what it is, and some of you have been there, and you know how to move around. You may want to stay on your own. Maybe you have family there. So we are not restricting you. You still can come. Okay? So then your price package will be different. You can contact us separately on that. All right?
That's more like it. Thank you so much. Talking about, I want to tackle number one, cost implication to the exhibit. Mr. Omondi on the screen currently. And as he does that, what is covered by KNCCI in terms of transport or accommodation? You want to say something?
Yeah. That is for the trip. Yeah. For the trip.
For the trip, yes.
Okay. I can answer. I can talk without this. No, it's okay. We can sanitize it.
Because of time, what we normally do,